Athletes inducted into the Hall of Fame in their sport get that recognition for uncommon abilities and feats over their careers. But this spring, basketball did something remarkable. They recognized the contribution of a fan, a super fan, in their Hall of Fame. He is Nav Bhatia, known to all as the Toronto Raptors superfan. And he joins us now from Mississauga, Ontario, on how his fandom career led to that incredible acknowledgement. Nav, it is so good to meet you. I got to say, you look fantastic. Where did you get that jacket?
Thank you very much. This was given to me by the Roots. They designed it specially. I don't want to get up because there is a lot of things in the back also. They designed it after we won the championship, 2019 World Championship with the NBA, and they presented me with this one.
Now, I can't help but notice you've got a little bling on those fingers of yours. Do you want to do a little showing off there?
Well, this is the first time in the history of any sports a non-player getting a player ring, and this is the same ring which Kawhi and Lowry and everybody got it. But now I got to show you another one, the latest one with God's grace. This is the Hall of Fame ring. Once again, first time a non-player, a fan getting a ring from Hall of Fame. So, these are two rings. These are, my most precious jewelries, and I'm feeling like Liberace already.
Well, I won't ask you to play the piano for us tonight, but I do want to show you a clip of you being inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. This is something else. Go ahead, Tony. Let's roll that, please.
Congratulations. I'm speechless right now. Basketball changed my life. It gave this immigrant guy a chance to belong.
Nav, you went into the Hall of Fame at the same time as Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan, who are plain and simply two of the best who ever played this game.
And
what
Kevin
did
Garnett,
that moment mean to you?
And Kevin Garnett. Those are
and
the
Kevin
three.
Garnett too.
Yes.
Let's not forget KG. Okay, but what did the moment mean to you?
Oh, I'm speechless. I am. It's something a fan doesn't dream of. As a fan, you can only dream to be a part of a winning team and then celebrate after the being the champion. You celebrate and you're a part of the celebration. You don't dream to be the grand marshal of the biggest sports parade. You don't dream to get the players ring, and then of course you never dream to get in the Hall of Fame, honored in Hall of Fame. And this is just all amazing. It's God's blessings.
You shared this on social media shortly after you were inducted to the Hall of Fame, and I'll read it here. You wrote, "I made a promise as a kid to my mom. I would never remove my turban. Today it is in the Hall of Fame. Embrace what makes you different. It is your superpower. This is the crown I wear each day. Thank you, Mom." I would like to elaborate, or I'd like to have you elaborate on the role that your Sikh faith and your mother played on this journey that you have been on.
Well, let me tell you, when they did the ribbon cutting, and I was in the front of the Superfan gallery, and I saw into it. They had my jersey, the Superfan jersey, which was given to me by Isaiah Thomas in 98-99. My chair, A12, which I sit courtside, was there. My basketball was there. My replica of this championship ring was there. And then I saw this turban, white turban with my red band. And that was the turban I used during the Golden State run, the championship run. And I just started tearing up because I remembered when I was 16 years old, which is 53 years ago. I promised one day. My mom called me. She was a very tough, disciplinary kind of a woman. She called me and said, "Son, I want three things from you. I want you to promise." And she asked me not to drink, not to smoke, and not to take my turban off, and not to cut my hair. And I said, yes. I tell you, sometimes it's easy to say yes, but it's very hard to, for 53 years after that to follow it. But till date, I have been I kept my promise, and my mother was right there in front of me at the Hall of Fame, and I started tearing up. And now this turban is going to be there for everybody for the next so many years to come, for every Sikh to be proud about it. And I just tell you, I was speechless at that time.
Well, let's look at some of your background and figure out how you got to become the super fan in the first place. And I actually want to go back. Let's go back 40 years. I want to go back to the early 1980s of India. The prime minister of the time, Indira Gandhi, had been assassinated. There was all kinds of political turmoil in the air. There were anti-Sikh riots as well. How influential was all of that political turmoil in your family's decision to come to Canada?
Everything, because there was no safety for the Sikhs in our home or in our temple. We were massacred. They were putting, if they saw a Sikh with a turban and beard, they were putting a burning tire on our heads. Thousands and thousands were killed at that time. And that's the time when we as a family decided to get out of India. And me and my wife were the first one to come. And 6 years later, 7 years later, we were all able to migrate to this beautiful country, Canada.
Now, you are, I gather, a mechanical engineer by training. Did you try to find work in that field when you first came to Canada?
Of course, I did. I tried so many places, but nobody wanted to hire somebody with a turban and beard at that time. So I started doing some odd jobs like janitorial, like landscaping, a painter. But I tell you one thing, I did it with passion. We Sikhs believe in the dignity of labor. We never ask for it. We never ask for handouts. We go and work hard. And I was a proud janitor. I was probably the best janitor ever. But I tell you one thing, finally, I got a job as a car salesman at Rexdale Hyundai. And, the very first day, I had some other speed bumps and all the salespeople making fun of me, calling me dapper head, towel head, and this head and all that. So, on that day, I decided, I said, hey, now, if you need to survive in this environment, you got to be better than good. And you know what? With God's grace and my hard work, I sold 127 cars in 3 months. That was a record then. It still is a record today. And rest is all history. I own 5 dealerships, 3 Hyundai dealerships, 2 Genesis with 270 employees, and God is good.
Nav, why didn't, when you ran into all that racism and name calling and all that terrible stuff, why didn't you just give up?
We don't give up. It's giving up is not in our dictionary. I am brought up by a mother and a faith who is very strong. And we always, when somebody is trying to go low, we try to go high. And also, it is in my DNA to change the perception of the people. So, and that's what I do again and again and again. And I had a lot of speed bumps in my life, and they still happened. They happened during 2019 championship run with the Milwaukee fan. But again, we went high. And in the end, he is a friend of ours now. The guy who sort of tweeted out something negative about me, he became a friend of mine. I took him for a game. I took him for a dinner in Milwaukee. And the thing is, people don't know about the Sikhs, the people who don't know about the Sikhs. But overall, people are very good. And I always keep on saying 99.9% doesn't matter what religion, what faith, what color you are, we are all the same.
I do have to ask how you got into basketball, because, of course, back in India, you would have been watching, I presume, cricket and field hockey more than basketball. So how did your love for basketball come around?
Well, you know what? When I came in 1984, for 10 years, I was working very hard. I was working over 100 hours a week, to climate myself and to make us our comfortable. But then I used to watch basketball on the television with Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Dr. J, and all that. And when the Raptors arrived in Toronto, I decided to buy 2 tickets at that time. I could only afford 2 at the time. I have 13 now. But, the very first day I said, I'm going to try this game. And very first day, I fell in love with this game. It's the fastest game on this planet. It's the most entertaining game on the planet. And the way NBA has designed it, for 2.5 hours, you forget all the stresses, your family, your wife, your kids, you're in a different zone. And you know what? This game has given me lots and lots of entertainment. But during the last 4 or 5 years, I'm using this game through my charitable organization, Nav Bhatia Superfan Foundation. I'm using it to bring the world together through this beautiful game of basketball.
Now, Nav, I gotta take a poke at you for one thing you said there. You said it's the fastest game around. Nav, come on, hockey's faster than basketball. You'll grant that.
Well, yes, you can say that, but to me, this is the fastest. When you're playing basketball on a high level, it's fast, but it's the most entertaining. No hitting and no that. I think, to me, it's the most entertaining and the fastest game.
Now, you mentioned you've got 13 season tickets right now for the Raptors, which, of course, when they weren't playing here this past year, you couldn't use. But in a normal season, how much money are you spending on tickets every year?
More than I make.
So why do
That's
you
why,
do it?
that's why my wife keeps on telling me that, hey, now we would have our home free and clear and not have three mortgages on it because you spend more money than you make on this game of basketball. That's why they call me addict of this game. And everybody's right when they call me an addict. But let me tell you, I work very hard. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't womanize. I only raptorize.
I was just going to read that because I know you put that up there. You say it's my only addiction. I don't drink, I
Yes.
don't smoke, I don't womanize, I raptorize.
Yeah.
That's a great line. Who gave you the title superfan?
Isaiah Thomas, who was our president and general manager in 98-99 season, Hall of Famer, he just one day called me. I mean, I was young at the time. I had a lot of energy. I used to shout and cheer my team. And I guess one day he picked me up out of the 30,000 people in Skydome and presented me with the jersey Superfan 1. And he gave me the title and it changed my life.
Isn't that great? Do you follow any sports besides basketball?
Let me tell you one thing. Don't even give me any idea because as it is, my married life is on a very thin ice because I miss my wife's wedding anniversaries, I miss her birthdays and some other events. And I tell you one thing, if I start going into any of the sports, my divorce is for sure.
Now, Nav, why hasn't she thrown you out yet then?
Well, I guess because now she knows that we are doing good things with my fandom of basketball and Superfan. We are helping I'm the global ambassador. I'm the only non-Christian ambassador for the biggest Christian organization, World Vision, and we are building washrooms. We just built 135 washrooms in 35 schools where the girls can continue their education because there was no washroom in these schools where the girls can continue their education once their period starts, So, she knows we are doing good work in the community and as a human in the humanity. So she is becoming my rock. She and my daughter are becoming a rock and my marriage is surviving.
That's wonderful. Is this possible? I know I hear this, but you've got to tell me if this is really on the level. You have not missed a single Raptor game ever?
Never missed a game. I almost did one time when I was running late on the highway QEW, but I decided that I'm running late. I'm going to miss my game, the beginning of the game. So I started driving on the shoulder and I almost made it. And I was pulled over by a cop who came and was going to write me a ticket, but then he recognized that I'm the super fan. He says, "Oh, you the super fan now, Bhatia?" I said, "Yes, sir." He says, "I'm going to let you go today, but don't do it again." And he escorted me to the arena and I made my time right before the tip-off.
So this is 25 years of games and they play like about 40 home games, right? Maybe more on a playoff year and so on. Have you done the math on how many games you've actually been to?
It's over 1,000 games. And, and I've gone to every playoff game Raptors have made. So, that's the record and loving it. And I hope this coming season, we are going to be again right there in the, once they're playing in front of the arena, in front of the fans, we are right going to roll back into the Eastern Conference top level and we are going to be there in the playoffs.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about how this past year has been for you, because of course the Raptors were not playing in Canada this past year. And I guess did you go to any games this past year?
No. I didn't go to any game. It was not safe for the players and the family. It was not safe for me. I was stuck with my wife at home and I watched it just like everybody else, watching the game out of the home. But my wife was very happy about that, but I wasn't. But again, next year in October, when the next season starts, I'm looking forward to be in the arena, and I'm so are our team. The team is also looking forward to be playing in front of the fans because they feed off the fans, and we are the best fans. The Raptors are the best fans, has the fan in the league, so we are looking forward for that.
Nav, can I just suggest that maybe when you answer that same question to other people, you don't say, "I was stuck at home with my wife watching the games at TV." She may not like it put quite that way.
Yeah, but that's the truth. What do you want to, and she knows it too. She's laughing. She says, "Oh, now you have no other choice." So we are having fun with it, But, let me tell you to everybody, she's my rock. Okay, my daughter and my wife are my rock. We have fun, all these things. And she knows that, with all the fun I'm getting out of the Raptors and basketball. And in the end, we are doing good things. We are helping the young kids. We are impacting the life of the young kids. We are giving the hopes to the young kids. We are building basketball courts. Next month, we are going to be building our 4 basketball courts in Malton. on Derry and Galway. So, all the good things are happening.
That's in Mississauga. I'm going to have Tony Burke bring a picture up here right now. And then once you see this picture, I want you to tell me who's the bigger Raptor fan in this picture. The guy on the left, who may have a few gold records along his way, or the guy on the right, who's now in the Basketball Hall of Fame?
Well, you know what? He's our global ambassador. He has done so good for the city. He has done so good for the country to bring the Raptors in front of the whole world. And he's a very dear friend of mine, and I love him.
Have you been up to Drake's house?
Not yet. It has been during the COVID, and I don't want to take any chances for his sake and my sake.
Gotcha. Nav, you do realize you are like an immense celebrity. Are you okay with that?
I don't know. I don't feel any different. I feel the same. Little immigrant trying to make a living in the big city. I'm enjoying it, and I'm getting a lot of love with the fans. Yesterday I was at a gas station, and there were like 10 to 14 motorcycle bikers, and they stopped me, and we took we chit chat for 20 minutes, and these bikers were, just stopping over to have some, I think, cold drink or whatever, and they stopped me, and the love they gave me, I was just surprised. And, so it's the love which I'm getting from everywhere right now. I'm just very blessed to be a part of that, and, I go to Tim Hortons. There are a lot of people, young kids and everybody. They all come off. I was at a car wash, like I said yesterday. There were 10 people in the line. Everybody came and, started taking a picture. And, it's all good. It's all good. But I think I'm just I'm just an immigrant trying to make a living in a big city. That's the way I feel. And God has been good. I'm blessed. I have more than I deserve.
It's interesting. When you first got to Canada, you pointed out how people used to tease you because of the turban that you wear. And now it really is your calling card. Like that's one of, if not your most distinguishing feature. What do you think that says about Canada over the last 35 years that you've been here?
That's what our strength is. Diversity is our strength. That's why I always say, if there is a heaven on this earth, it's right here in Canada. And I always tell, whenever I speak to the younger in the schools and all that, I keep on telling them, hey, please take care of our future. Make sure diversity is our big strength. And that's what it is. Look at that. The love I'm getting in the Tim Hortons, the car washes everywhere. I don't think they don't see the color. They don't see the turban. They just consider me as their brother. And this is an amazing feeling. I'm so blessed. And I hope it rubs off to the other part of the world.
Okay, here's my hardest question of all. Who's your favorite Raptor player?
Now or ever?
Ever.
Vince Carter, 15.
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter, 15. And you know why? Not because he was the best dunker ever. Not because he was very athletic. What he did for our country, Canada. He inspired so many young people during that time in year 2000. And we used to have the camp bringing 600 kids every year right after the season was over. Most of the time, superstars take the next flight and they're out of the country. But he was there, stayed here for 7 days and spent 7 days with the 600 kids. And that's the reason today in the NBA, we have more than 20 people who are playing basketball in a super level, like Wiggins, like Corey Joseph, Tristan Thompson, Murray, all those guys. And I tell you, the credit goes to him, kudos to him. And, what he did during that time, the impact he made on Canada and this young generation, which is in the NBA today.
He's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday, Nav, but you know what? You got there first.
He told me that. He was one of the first one to call me right after, during the time the ceremony was going. And he said he was proud. And somebody was teasing to him from the NBA. He was ahead of you. I said, don't tease that to him because I respect Vince very much. Even when I was there, let me tell you, even when I'm being honored in the Hall of Fame, I'm taking all the players who have played for the Raptors, all the fans, Raptors fans, and all the basketball fans are with me in that gallery at Hall of Fame.
Wonderful. We got another picture we want to show here. Here's you and, a guy who's played a little bit of basketball for the Raptors over the last many years. He's from Philadelphia originally.
Yes.
Are you guys buddies? You and Kyle Lowry, are you buddies?
yeah, him and his wife. His wife. I talk more to his wife than him, but he's an amazing guy. He's our journal, and he has changed the culture in Toronto. He has made the winning culture along with Masai Ujiri. So yes, we have a lot of respect for him.
And I got another picture for you here. Again, your turban is part of your calling card. It's part of your brand, if you like. And so is this. You do this at the games all the time with the towel, the swinging of the towel, and it just gets
Yeah.
people really going. Where did this idea come from?
Oh, I've been doing that for the longest time. I had used to have a horn, and I used to have a towel from the beginning. And funny enough, you're showing that picture. Last year, Giannis, Greek the Freak, he tweeted out that of all the fans and of all the arenas, the Raptors arena is the toughest to play because Superfan gets into his head. That's what he wrote. And that's true because we lost in the championship run. We first lost 2 games to Milwaukee in that run. In the third game, when he came here, he missed 6 free throws and we won the game. And I guess I was given the credit for that win.
Having said that, you'd love it if the Raptors signed him, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's okay. But I think he signed there. He's playing for Milwaukee. I don't think I have the hope right now that in the next few years he is going to come. He's working on getting them a championship, and more power to him. You know what? I want to let you know that I love all the ballers. I love all the ballers. I love all the opposing coaches and opposing ballers and the referees. Only for 48 minutes when we are playing, I'm on a Raptors and I have to pick on them. But before the game and after the game, we are all brothers and we break the bread together.
Well, my last question may be the easiest, and that is, was 2019, the year the Raptors won it all, was that the best year of your life?
It changed my life further. Yes, it was. It was so satisfying. And the things which happened, like I'm on the coach side in Oakland, sitting next to Steve Kerr, the bench, the Golden State bench. And we won the championship. And the first people who come and congratulate me are Steve Kerr and the Golden State team, and Steph Curry, all those guys, Green, all those guys. And then 3 days later, I'm the Grand Marshal of the biggest parade ever in the history of sports. And then on October 22nd, 2019, getting this championship ring. I tell you. And then now, getting the Hall of Fame. This is somebody a fan cannot dream of. But God is good, and I'm going to take it as a blessings.
Nav, you are a legend, and we're so grateful that you spared some time for us on TVO tonight. I sure hope the team gets back on this side of the border for next season, and we can see you in your familiar place at Scotiabank Arena once again.
Thank you very much. Stay safe.
The Agenda with Steve Paikin is made possible through generous philanthropic contributions from viewers like you. Thank you for supporting TVO's journalism.